And welcome back to our loading screen. All seems to be in order once again. And we can finally attempt to take Nuln with the least effort, because we are still under AI control and we do not want to lose this campaign. Campaign losing streaks, they're not good. I can't recommend that. Okay, we got a latest addition to our glorious modifications. I'm just not 100% sure if we will probably have to make one round in order for him to appear. Yes.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Okay, so we have one tiny problem. We just have one force, and they have a city. Which means that we have to assemble a second army, even though we do not have any money. It could get problematic. We will wait one round. And we don't even have money for blacksmith. The odds are not in our favor.
I command here.
We are going to wait for Eldritch Guard.
What are you looking at, boy?
And we will ensure that these swordsmen will become, I hope, Imperial Foot later, so we're going to upgrade them to great swords. And the great sword, yeah, yes, can we upgrade to Imperial Foot? Yes, very good. Okay. So this is working out very well. Just gonna take a quick look at the diplomacy power. What's that? War coordination. No, Marcus, please do me a favor, just survive. You don't need to conquer this entire continent. You yes.
Only the dedicated.
Oh boy. I do hope that they are not in war against each other. If they are defenders of the Great Plan. Oh no, they're not in war with each other. That's very good. So Marcus will survive now. The problematic thing here is that our expedition really needs a major city for defense purposes. I mean, this temple it's ridiculous. One small army and it's gone. Anyway. We need to wait another round, so yeah. We're gonna have to go. Ah, Valten. Or Valten, however you pronounce him. Coming down from the mountain. After he survived this glorious battle with the wolves, who almost ate him. It's a little bit of a shame. We will have a few problems with this guy later.
Come before me, envoys of Britannia.
You! Honor. You tried to my dear. The only reason why I'm not laughing is that I'm stunned. No. You're going to be eliminated. There is no other way. Oh boy, we have established a satisfactory trade network with our neighbors. Okay. Well, this is difficult. Diplomatic relations will bring us new trade partners, yet we need money now, so we could take income from trade faction-wide. Yes, we're going to do that. We're going to consolidate. Because our silver-tongued traders are outdoing themselves. They could sell a beard to a Darby and make it seem a luxury. Now, the holds of your trade ships are packed to the gunwales with exotic goods, and levies are at an all-time high. As a result of this mercantile excellence, trade income has increased faction-wide. Well, okay, it's okay. 300 and something, 8 rounds, it's okay. We counter the rumors, yes. Okay, so Valten. Yes, against the odds. It's... Well, your courage knows no limits, I know. Even impossible odds, yes, a god and hero and whatnot. He's the nation's hope. Oh, goodness. So he's the full package. He's like a Mary Sue in a man. Yes, okay. Well, this could be very useful. Armies in local owned region. Shalias or Shalayas or Blessing. Archaron and his hordes defeated. Luto, no, we're not there yet. We can't... No, he's not defeated yet. Okay, so... we do not have flagellants yet. Yes. After defeating what? Defeating? Shattering sky. So these two are connected. Okay, so we first have to learn about Ragarth's head. Valten found Ragarth and was sliced across the chest by the beast's scimitar. Ragarth howled in joy and prepared for the killing blow. Valten raised his hammer in defiance, just in time, and the titanic clash forced Valten to one knee, not two. Valten slowly began to rise, his every limb shaking with the effort, until he was on his feet. He kicked out and sent the Beast Lord stumbling backwards and hurled his hammer at the beast's head, shattering its skull. Which gives us bonus versus large, which is very awesome. So Valten will turn to the Emperor. And we are going... No, we are kind of upgrading. No, we need a second army. We need to raise a second army. Why can't we... okay. If I remember correctly... What building do we need to get Volkmar? The Temple of Sigmar. Shrine... okay, so we need temple. So it would take us 7 rounds. We don't have 7 rounds. We need to take Nuln now. And Kurt Helborg are contacting the Castle Reikguard. Okay, so... we have the Reichsfort and the Castle Reikguard takes 4 rounds. So we would have to wait 5 rounds. Kurt Helborg is the Reichsmarshal. He is the commander of all the Empire's armed forces, second only to the Emperor himself. As such, he has spent most of his life in battle and has since become one of the most experienced generals within the Nuln. Well, I do want this guy leading the second army. So, yeah, we will have to wait a few rounds. So we will have to make time due. We could build the Knight's Griffon Chapterhouse. No, this is not what we want now. We do need the money for the Reichsfort, the Castle Reikguard. So we can't spend too much money, but this will not overload our treasury, even though it cannot bear an expense, of course. Yes, we're going to build a blacksmith. We need him anyway.
Bring me to my men.
Genevieve. Whereby the power of itself is used to hold back the physical world. Okay.
Ready.
Her army is
Summon
weak.
the Elector Count.
We should be able to crush them, but we need great swords.
Who calls?
Yes. So we are going to raid another round.
I am Prince and
This is
Emperor.
getting lame. We could of course try to crush Nuln now, but we're heavily outnumbered down. I wouldn't recommend that if we don't need to. If we'd played manually, hell yes, we would crush them. We have enough cavalry and they have no artillery or any decent heroes to stop us. But in anti-cheese territory, you sometimes have to take the bitter pill and wait a little bit in order for the odds to look dashing.
Yes.
So, we can now begin to build Castle Reikguard, the capital Reichsfort, home of the Imperious Order of the Reichsguard, which grants us like 1 trillion buffs, and capacity, and garrison, and recruitment. Oh, Reichsguard Inner Circle. Oh boy. Oh, we can be. Yes, please, yes. Okay, so we will be able to build Imperial Foot and Reichsguard. There is even something down there that doesn't even fit on the entire screen.
The nation called.
Okay, so Luthor Hus. We do need thee. Because your conviction is a faith best. Yes.
By
This
the
is
comet.
working very well. And we can build another unit of great
I
swords.
command here.
Yes. Very, very well. Okay.
I will marshal
And
the band.
Valten will try to assault 52%, 68. He's the chosen of Sigma, he cannot fail.
Sound plan.
If he, yes, of course he succeeded. Of course he succeeded. If he would have failed, we would have an argument against his, well, divine right to challenge the Emperor, but yes, of course.
Raise
Yeah.
Sigma.
This is getting ridiculous.
The
He's certainly too overpowered. But we don't mind. We will still persevere. And our assassin all slept. You had the chance to solve our problem. You did nothing. You enigmatic, low-sighted, low-affectionate elf. Yes. Thank you for nothing.
Going forward.
So she's going to befriend him.
Your request is reasonable.
Oh boy. So the early plans to get rid of Valten have not worked out very well. These are difficult times, the end times are approaching. Can't we have a chosen who will eventually come?
Friends of the Empire.
Yes.
Come.
Yes, yeah, of course the Emperor will accept your offer. Mighty new world colony, El Cadaver. By the way, this is a faction we can actually play. You are probably noticing this singular, unique, legendary hero. There are so many factions that we can play. We can just spend like 1,000 hours just playing every faction. And still then we probably won't have experienced everything there is to experience. This is also something that I love about Warhammer. I've played a lot of medieval mods, a lot of Third Age. The problem there was that we were limited to a few factions. Most factions in Total War feel the same. They have some cavalry, some infantry, some swordsmen, some bowmen, some cavalry, the end. In Warhammer you have dozens of factions, hundreds of units, monsters of every kind. Warhammer is on a differentiated level, on scale of content, without without comparing the Total War world. Both ends of the Ungruvalk is now under control, should not say are under control, of a powerful Davi clan. This will allow northern Davi to reach southern, safer seas even easier, with increased protection added to the Ungruvalk. The Davi are also a faction that we will experience. Yes, technology. Will ensure that whoa, there's so much that we could use. We do need money, but we are in open conflict and we rely heavily on our infantry, so we will go for state troop standards. As regiments gain renown, their standards become talismans that are just as important as their sword arms. And then later on we will issue state infantry armor. State troops are often issued with armor plate to ensure unit cohesion and a modest level of protection. Yes, of course we will. Plus 10 armor means that our Imperial Foot units will have 136 armor. This is working out very well. Problem is we have a little skill points. We will eventually, of course, have to improve Franz and the troops. But first, we have to make do with what we have. Oh, this is coming very quickly. Level 12, he's level... Oh, yes, of course. Okay. So, we have to decide what we do now. Because I still fear unexpected events. We are going to wall us in. Yes, this is interesting. Okay, so I was right. This says at walls to the settlement region-wide. Well, okay, this is a region, not just... Okay, so it was correct. Okay, so this is a region. And this is a province. Okay, so if it says province-wide, then one building will suffice to give walls to every settlement in a province. Okay, so we still have to build city watches overall. The regions. Our dragon. Oh yes, please. Imperial dragon. Imperial dragon's breath. The impetuous Imperial dragon unleashes a fiery torrent across vast areas of the battlefield. It's a little bit of a shame that we are going to obliterate the Elspeth von Draken line. Because she can have access to a dragon, and we like dragons, because we are not idiots. Oh, we don't have money for... Oh boy. No, we can't do that. No, we need to level those. Okay, so Oberstreik. No. Okay. You're going to, of course. He failed. The chosen, the rebirth, the incarnation of Sigma failed.
Lady of the Glade.
I knew it. I knew it. He's not a chosen.
Certainly not.
Or maybe this is the will of Sigma? Well, we will eventually need barracks, so yes. Okay, so all our heroes have failed miserably. Is the Empire at least still in hands of the Empire? Yes, okay. So we will eventually have to, when we take Friesland, not if, when, we will have to take care of Manfred von Karstein. He somehow became the Elector Count of Sylvania with it. It's ridiculous. He has access to Knights of Morn, which is ridiculous level 2. And here's Stolberg's letter, ridiculous level 3. We will destroy these infidels with extremely easily feeling. Yes. Okay, so we're going to end this turn. And we are now awaiting the arrival of our second in command. After the Reich's Fort Maximus is revealed to the Petty Empire. It's a little bit of a shame. It's a feature that I would very like to have. That you could scroll or do something whilst in this loading screen. This round endings. Oh boy. Another invasion of North. Oh, sorry. I didn't say that. Slipped my mind. Okay, the Empire is under attack. Kislev is... Oh yes, very well. So Kislev has advanced to a certain degree. We will eventually need to help them when the Chaos invasions come forth. We have modded this to an extreme extent, which means that probably 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 armies will spawn. Which will be a big problem. And Ludwig, oh yes, okay, so we have to make a choice. Oh yes. Ludwig Schwarzhelm, soldier of the Empire. There is much wrong in the way that the Empire runs itself. Many who rule do not deserve to. Many who are ruled could make a better fist of it. You're a fighting man. You've seen armies commanded by fools and good men led into ruin by them. But there is opportunity in battle. Metal will always show itself. There are men in the Empire who know how to require talent and how to ignore low birth. The Emperor, Sigmar Kiepe, is one. It is to him I owe my station, not to my breeding. And so it is with me. I need good men around me. I'd like you to be one of them. Ludwig Schwarzhelm, Emperor's Sword of Justice. Yes, of course we need minus upkeep, and he's going to buff everyone. That's very well. And we need to make a quick choice. What this is very well. No, of course, over here. There is no choice. Ludwig Schwarzhelm is entrusted to carry one of the Emperor's personal banners. This magnificent standard has been wrought with subtle magic, so that the hearts of all true soldiers of the Empire who gaze upon it are filled with courage. Oh yes, of course. Discipline is an interesting mechanic. In Total War, in general, if lord or general, whatever, dies in the close proximity to a unit, their morale, their leadership, well, dwindles. And if there is a unit with discipline close to them, the unit does not suffer leadership penalty when the lord dies. And they can also rally more often after routing. And yet 30% missile resistance. This is extraordinary. Okay, so we do have to make do with our city watch construction. This is under protection. We will of course have to improve this fort as soon as possible. We are still in war with Paravon. I can't bear the treasury can't bear expenses. We have to destroy Nuln first.
Bring me to my men.
So Valten, you are going to no. This doesn't make very much sense.
Yes, my lord.
You're going to assault the
strengthen the
garrison?
Empire.
Yes, so you have a little success. Oh yes, 25 additional casualties. Yes. Oh boy. Okay. Very well. So we were this at the Ragar's hand story, and now we can improve the prophet's training. After defeating Ragar, Luthor has heard of his deeds, and with his conviction, he proclaimed to have found Sigmar reborn, and would follow the young boy as he grows to become the leader the Empire needs. And he was granted the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. The warrior priest implores Sigmar to imbue him with a modicum of divine strength, and now his hammer glows bright with power. This is getting out of hand. Yeah. Well, as it seems the rebirth was found by Luther Hus, we shouldn't have
Summon
placed
the
them in
elector
the
counts.
proximity list. No, yes.
These are dark times.
Yes, very well. Very well done. Yes. So you need to improve your Ward of Loic. The trickster god knows all manners of ploys and ruses that can be used to counter missile attacks. Yes. The Ward of Loic is the way to go, and you need more range. If you're going to assassinate someone, you have to train. The Waywalkers specialize in elven archery in all its forms. Pinpoint precision work or sheer volume of arrows used against the enemy hordes.
Who calls?
This isn't working out that bad. I like it. Soon we will have walled us in,
Proud daughter.
and we will have decimated Nuln.
Now.
But we still have to wait a little bit. But we can take a look. We should have added someone to our fine collection. And maybe we need to start a new campaign for him to... Yes. Okay. Okay, no new fine addition to our... But yes, there he is! Oh. A new character, okay. But there he is, Bardin Goreksson. Bardin is a ranger of the Grey Mountains, keeping the holds of skin safe from overground attacks. While patrolling, Bardin came across an abandoned mine entrance of the Davi. Within it he found a cryptic map that shall lead him to the infamous Lost Hold Karakzorn. Being laughed at by his kinsmen, he started an expedition to glory alone, with his first destination being Oberstreik, to decipher the map. Yes, we know Oberstreik. There Markus Gruber, leader of the 8th. And this round is ending. What I'm not trying to do is playing into two redundant storylines. If we've already heard something, that's a give. I'm not trying to make do with a story 4 or 5 times. That gets annoying. And this Bardin is obviously a part of Markus' group. And apparently because we built walls, the populace disappeared. Now, it's acceptable. I mean, if we wall you in, you would probably go as well. Okay. Goodbye. I don't need you. You can go.
Yes.
Okay, so we will have to... What did you... goodbye.
You need me? Not possible.
Okay. 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 Well, we have successfully survived the grievous wounding of the prophets chosen. Of course, I would never have placed him in danger of being killed. No, I wouldn't have. Me? No. He's just wounded him. It's the risk. It's the risk of a great adventure. Sometimes accidents happen. It's the way life works. And now, the 8th Grandmaster of the Reikguard, Reichsmarshal of the Empire's military forces, and one of the Emperor's most trusted military commanders, Helborg, is available. Tall and strong, Helborg is the very image of a heroic warrior. his armor polished to a mirror sheen, and his sword arm as strong as his courage is unbending. As Grandmaster Helborg commands the loyalty of one of the Empire's mightiest military corps. When these warriors are personally led by their inspirational leader, they are implacable tornado of steel that fearlessly thunders across the battlefield, driving the enemies of the Empire into the blood-soaked ground. Though the Reikguard is buried in the comparative comfort of their Chapterhouse in Altdorf, they maintain battle-ready fortresses scattered throughout the old world. Yes, we've already read that. One of these fortresses, Castle Reikguard, is located southeast of Altdorf, along the confluence of the Reik River, and serves as the Grand Order's headquarters. Devout Templars of Sigmar, or Knights of the Reikguard, swear to give their lives to protect the Emperor, who is said to be the living incarnation of their god. Not Valten, yes, Franz. As benefits their prestigious role and elite status, the knights are equipped with the very finest weapons and suits of armor available. They ride fine destriers to war, and the suits of gleaming plate armor in which they are clad are emblazoned with symbols of allegiance to the Emperor. Although few in number, the Knights of the Reikguard are the most important part of the Emperor's army, for they are the symbol of the Emperor's nobility and martial might. As such, when a unit of Reikguard Knights takes to battle, it will typically form up proudly in the center of the Empire battle line, the better to inspire the common soldiery and reassure them that the blessing of the Emperor is with them. Imperial history is rich with records of decisive battles won by a timely charge of the Reikguard, and the halls of Castle Reikguard are hung with countless trophies and enemy banners won on the field of war. This sounds spectacular.
I am Prince
It's
and
what we
Emperor.
need. It's what we deserve. We also deserve to buff our spearmen, swordsmen, flagellants. We don't have any, and halberdiers, we don't have them as well, but nobody cares. Okay, so it is time for the second in command to build his 500. Oh goodness.
This will bolster the nation.
Kurt Helborg. Kurt Helborg rides into battle atop Reikland. A massive grey gelding said to have been sired by the finest steed in the Emperor's stable. This sounds like a German word joke. Krieg is misspell of Krieg, which means war, and Lust is lust, so warlust. Okay, we need a warlusty battle warrior. Yes, okay. And he's of course brass-lugged. A lord always belts out orders and can be heard even across a battlefield, smothered in the grim noise of war. Yes, and he is hard to hit. Hand-to-hand combat is a little match, but it's not all about offensive strikes. Parries and other defensive moves can also win a day. And he is of course a route marcher. But what he... oh boy, what is this? He is first a Grandmaster. Greater even than a knight of the inner circle is the Grandmaster, like Yoda. And it is he who commands a knightly order, even though we are not sure if Mace is a Grandmaster. A Grandmaster is a warrior and leader of unparalleled valor, having fought in dozens of battles and whose military prowess is beyond question. An elected count can request that a knightly order fight alongside his army, but the decision to ride out lies solely with the Grandmaster, not Grants. This makes the Grandmaster a very powerful ally, and a great care is taken not to offend him. He will allow us to recruit a legendary hero called Hans Zindler. He's probably the second in command of Kurt Helborg, so he's the third in command in the Empire? Something like that? Okay. Emperor's Chosen. Immune to psychology? Oh boy, this is a grand ability. I like this very, very much. There is Hans Zindler. Okay, no, we're not going to take that into consideration now. Okay. So, he is a leader of renown, without question. And he leads the Reikguard, so we have no choice. We really have no choice. We must, yes, speed of horse. And I believe that this skill is affecting Reikguard units. I'm not sure if the Emperor's Finest does. We're going to take that. No, he's a scarred veteran. The scars on this storied warrior reveal a veteran of many battles. A being not easy to kill, and one worthy of respect and fear. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, please. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
General.
In Helborg's absence, Zindler is the highest-ranking military officer to lead the Knights of the Reikguard. We don't have that now. Okay, so training.
They'll be marching, all right.
Oh boy. So this is working out very well. We need to upgrade Helmgard next round, so we need at least 50 gold to... No, we need more, really 100 gold, a little bit less, okay. So we can build Knights Griffon Chapterhouse, or we could just build an army. We need an army, so we're going to do that. Oh, Reikguard Inner Circle. No, Karl needs Reikguard Inner Circle. Markus Gruber. We will lead our mercenary, yes, recruitment cost, okay. So, after careful consideration, when word reached Court Helborg that the Emperor demanded a second army to be raised, he sent out to Markus Gruber, a legendary mercenary, to ensure that the contracts with potential warriors are cheap for the Empire. Yes, there you go. Now I can recruit units even cheaper. Even though I made a mistake because I should have recruited the Reikguard Inner Circle before I did that. Yes. Okay, so the Emperor will get Reikguard Inner Circle, and Court Helborg will get yes, Imperial Foot. He will get Imperial Foot Great Swords, and he will get Imperial Foot Halberds. And after we have recruited so many extremely expensive units, we will advance on Nuln, and then we will crush this resilience with one swift stroke. And after our elvish lady has successfully impaired Elspeth's army, we now have the courage to do that again. Retinue, no, we don't need that. You need to make piercing shots. Oh. Fashioned from the dead wood taken from the glade of war. Some of Morgul's taint lingers still within these darts, a virulent and formless blight that shrivels and spasms. Enable poisonous attacks for all missile where yes, very well. Very well. Okay, so we're done with that. We still have enough money to go around, and victory will be ours very, very quickly. I can feel it. Even though we don't really need Eldritch Guard, we could just build Imperial Foot. Not yet. No, not yet.
Yes.
We're not going to waste units if we don't have to. It's still unclear what dangers lie beyond the borders of the core empire, so we have to be very careful in our decisions. You can't muster troops with, what, a sixth, a seventh, eighth of the Empire? We have to take everything into very careful consideration.
Summon the Elector Counts.
You find out that a cargo ship containing treasure rightfully belonging to you, plundered by your very own men from the temple cities of Lustria, had recently arrived in Marienburg. The cargo ship was not of your state, however. Its crew had claimed the plunder salvaged after your own-priced transport galleon shipwrecked on some uncharted rocky islets out in the great ocean. You sent your retinue to Marienburg to forcibly claim what you consider to be rightfully yours, which will at least cover the cost of your lost galleons. Upon arriving, however, they discover the cargo ships containing a treasure belonging to Ostland. We need money. We don't need electors, so... Certain. You know what? You know what? You are a subject of the Emperor. You will give the Emperor what he desires. Oh boy. Oh boy, now we're in grave danger. As I feared in event. In a feathered hallucination, Lord Skrulk has received visions for where to find an immortal stag, bound and tangled in vines, left eternally to rot. And a trophy. Confident that the Horned One's will has been made clear, he finds the stag and harvests the most virulent diseases yet exposed. Now Skrulk has sent his agents throughout the undercities below the realms of the Empire and is on the brink of washing all the Empire away in pustules and bulbous. Okay, so big problems are approaching. Okay, Karl. You have to be the best of the Empire. For if we die, we will die wielding our swords, for there is no better death for a warrior. Yes, and... upkeep for... oh yes, please. After all, Karl is a majestic enforcer, and thanks to Karl's Franz' tireless efforts on behalf of his people, the Empire is flourished during his reign as never before. Yes. And Gandalf is approaching... ah, haha. So, Shadowfax has come in disguise. I like that. Okay. And we need scouting. A lot of scouting. Okay, very well. Now, we need to upgrade Helborg.
I command here.
And this disturbs me a lot. Why has our recruiting time doubled? There is no event whatsoever to explain that. We salvaged some plunder. Probably plague in the Empire. They're probably... I expect some full stack armies to just appear randomly, and well, not randomly specifically, and then this is a sabotage action to ensure that we do not get the sufficient troops to fight these bad boys in a timely manner. So this is very problematic.
Lady of the Azrael.
She has to yes, she has to fail. Okay. We do need the... there is no choice. We need Empire archers. We need crossbowmen. No, we need some Empire archers. Even though we now will probably get crushed. This is not working out very well. Well, at least Altdorf will be safe from these insurgents. I'm afraid to end the round. This is not working out very well. I read a little bit about some events, and it basically just kills you. I love events. It's the one thing that Warhammer II is missing a lot, because a lot of vanilla campaigns play out very well randomly, and well, not randomly, but very linear. Because you know what's coming for you, at least certain sense. But when random or when events happen,
The Empire.
it's changing. Norskins attack Elector State. Yes, we will have to aid them. We will do that by hiring mercenaries, yes. And we're going to auto-resolve this, so we can pardon the captives and become even richer. The State Council has made proposals on how to spend tax money. Well, we do need to build an empire. But what we need even more is a warrior priest. When an empire army goes to war, it is often accompanied by one or more warrior priests, whilst there are priests for all the many gods worshipped in the empire. The ones who regularly take up arms are those devoted to Sigmar, although the priests of Ulrich are also known to do so. It is for this reason that they are known as warrior priests. For their deities are gods of battle who demand worship in the fires of war and devotion by strength of arms. The cult of Sigmar demands that its followers fight all forms of evil with martial feats, as well as with faith. So many of its priests accompany the Empire's armies as they march to war. In this role, they not only lead and inspire troops in battle, but also minister to their spiritual well-being. Warrior priests are clad in ceremonial vestments and armor adorned with symbols of holy hammers, twin-tailed comets, and other religious icons. They shave their heads as a sign of devotion, and they carry all manner of strange fetishes made of iron, wood, and bone. Many warrior priests further adorn themselves with scrolls detailing war oath and parchments written in the bloods of martyrs. The prayer of a warrior priest is call to war, their hymns to clash of arms, and their benedictions are the smithing of Sigmar's foes. Warrior priests call upon the power of the gods, performing miracles in their names. A warrior priest can summon their faith to lead steel to their blows in combat, destroy creatures of darkness, or shield themselves from harm. To see such power made manifest fires the hearts of men, and all who witness such miracles redouble their effort to defeat their enemies. Woe betide any foe facing an army filled with such divine power. Oh, I apologize, I had to lubricate my throat a bit with water. Yes, please, warrior priest is a very good idea. You're going to replenish Helborg. Still 2 rounds. Why are we recruitment duration the plague? There is a powerful Davi Lord in Karas Akarak. What? If Karas Akarak is not in control of the Davi, we get minus growth, minus public order, and minus recruit. I love modifications. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Interconnection, entwinement of various very important factors in the law. And if the Davi do not hold Karas Akarak, we are getting big problems. Okay, Silver Road is safe. There is a powerful Davi Lord in Karas. What? Yes, okay. Strange.
So?
Well, as it seems, we will... Yes, we will crush these infidels very quickly. They, oh boy, they upgraded the city. And now they have walls, and we waited too long. Well, that won't be a problem. We will still be able to crush them. And the moment when our elvish lady decides to do something useful... Oh yes, action cost faction wide. Yes, please. For Waystalker's marksmanship shames even that of other Way Watchers, let alone humans. And redemption is important, for Karelian's reason for journeying to Uberstrike was an attempt to help her reclaim her moral poise. Thus, Karelian is mercurial at best, at once resentful of the path she has been called upon to walk, and grateful for the chance to make amends. But before she can do that, she needs to assault garrisons very well. Okay. And,
I will marshal the men.
this is working on very well.
It is time.
Yes, okay. So this is the end of the round. And I have a distinct feeling the moment we attack Nuln will be the moment that this strange creature of darkness that has tunneled under the core empire will have successfully rallied thousands of innocent people to his dark cause, for he maybe will manipulate to full extent, and then they will rise and take Uberstrike and Eilhard whilst we are, yes, busy fighting the Insolent forces. Oh boy, Redman. Also called Skaven. For most people in the Empire, the stories of intelligent Redmen living right under their feet are just a myth. Good for scaring children. Even if there is clear evidence of their doings, they are seen as just another form of beastmen or random chaos mutations. Only a few know the full truth about the Skaven Under Empire, and the threat it is now, with more sightings of Redmen happening and concerns about an invasion from the underground. Should we tell people the truth? Acknowledging their existence could lead to fear and a loss of public trust. Denying their existence could lower the morale of our troops when they have to face this threat. If we want to build an empire against the darkness, we cannot deny the existence of monsters. We have to tell the people the truth, even if it lowers our public order.
Is it time?
And great strides have been made in your relationship with Tagala Beckland, and because we will assert them independence. Where are our imperial points gone? With their own faction being defeated, a former leader of Nordland seek refuge in exchange for their service under your banner. Yes, this is also modification if an army of your faction dies. Apparently you... Oh, this means if we kill the dragonlady, we will... get her? Oh, yes. So we will discover the faction, and we will get all the mortal lords and heroes. Yes, please.
Peace of the Empire falls this day. Others have looked to you to protect the Empire's borders, but they now begin to lose trust.
What? With Nordland defeated, yes. Legendary Theoderic Gausa, or more known as formerly Elector Count Theoderic Gausa, Grand Baron of Nordland, Prince of Salzenmund, Lord of Laurelorn, Duke of Marienburg, and Terror of the Norskins is available to our cause. Surely his insight will help us fight the Northern threats. Okay.
Praise Sigmar.
This sounds relatively good. I like it. Okay.
To the provinces.
A state capital falls under your control, my lord. This would be a good time to appoint a new count to benefit from this region's resources.
The Norskins' forces have obliterated... Oh boy. Okay, so we have to hurry up a bit. The Norskins are obliterating the Empire's northern forces. Okay, so... no more standing around. Yes, we really do not have a choice here. So we have to recruit some more Empire archers. And now we have to wait the round to expire. Okay, Power 1 is assembling Cassian survived this toast of Petronian nature. But the moment he arrives at Helmgard, he will find our fortress even stronger than before. So he will have no choice but to fly over our walls again to just vanish under our armies. Yes. Still no pikemen. Level 8 is ridiculous. We are in round 41 and don't... Yes, okay.
These are dark times.
So she should protect the garrison a little bit more, yes, very well. And she carried a successful hero against men. For men, no, we can't, no, this is ridiculous. Okay, so we can upgrade our assault units and redemption skills, for we need diplomatic relations with the wood elves. And we could upgrade some cities. No, we don't need that. We have to be able to upgrade Altdorf in 4 rounds to the Altdorf Imperial State City that it is. So, nope. And now, the combined forces of the core empire under the control of the Emperor
Von Carstein sends his minions to threaten and parley.
have been approached by Moussillon. To be honest, I don't really care, but we cannot make treaties with an opportunist schemer vampire count. So, no. We do have to behold some dignity, and to make treaties with undead is difficult. Wonders. The ambitious young explorers have successfully navigated the southern tip of the Southlands and ended up on the far side of Kemri. It is a seemingly empty land, so far from the lands of men and elves that its tombs are yet unplundered. Yet, as the men greedy fill their pockets and packs with trinkets and loots, the winds of Sheesh have begun to spin and pool around them. Okay.
What do you need? You call?
So we could assault this garrison. 62, no, we're going to assault the garrison. Let's fail. Goodness gracious. Yes. Okay. Does this mean if we want to recruit Imperial Foot, we have to wait around? No, that does not mean it. Okay. So we will wait for this army to get 2 more Empire Archer troops. And then we can advance. This is taking longer than expected. Okay.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Orders?
Assault?
Our daughter.
Yes, very good. So she is ready to play off enough Rema to summon the concentration potion.
The nation calls.
And Ludwig Schwarzhelm is able to wield the sword of justice. They are powerful beings who can decapitate a dragon or plunge a sword in the heart of a griffin in one mighty strike. And one of them is Ludwig Schwarzhelm. And because he rides on a barded horse, he can actually strike down a dragon with one swift stroke. Okay. So the Emperor's armies have assembled. The preparations are due. They are now complete. Oh boy. On the north, Skellig forces approach Altdorf. The Emperor is without notice. His forces already marching on Nuln. They are waiting on the border. And Altdorf is in grave danger. Mountain fortress Helborg will soon be invaded by Bretonnian toasts again. Shall we reviews for our heroes? Our story is finally getting interesting. So many frontal attacks and so many fronts. It does look a little bit like don't make Russia and Britain angry at the same time. And this will become extremely interesting. And if you like to watch this conflict play out, I'm afraid you have to tune in on another episode, for this episode now ends.
By the comet.
Franz, the head of the army, is marching on Nuln. So
These are dark times.
will now say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.